I am Jackie Carson from Furman University, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Kings and queens go hard. Rising star on the big scene, make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote. Chill.
Who got next? SLT Nation. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next. You got next. A platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. That's right. We're talking about rising stars in our communities, ladies and gentlemen, individuals who are accomplishing big things and living out big dreams. And oh my goodness, we go back to the coaches circles. We got a special one for you, ladies and gentlemen. I introduce you from Woodbridge, Virginia. We got the head female basketball coach of the Furman Paladins. Did I say that correct?
You nailed it.
The Paladins is in the building. I think this deserves some kind of crazy sound because this is our first time going to Furman and we are super excited. It is a purple invasion. Coach Carson, how you doing today?
I'm great. You know, purple's the color of royalty, so I'm good.
Regal. You
know, at all times.
Coach, we're gonna talk about purple in a little while. I'm not gonna let you off the hook with it because I got a beef with you. I got a legitimate beef with you. Later on in the show, we're gonna talk. Already, Coach. You already heated me up. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the Louisiana, Mr. Yeet himself. I'm rocking alongside of my co-host, my brother from another mother, the head coach KT. Kev, how you doing today? I see you you drinking the company Kool-Aid today.
Hey,
all right.
And hey, I was thinking more of Prince, but you know, we got Furman, so I'm representing Furman today.
Well,
and Wakanda.
Well, I tell you what, I put the purple on, but I look like Grimace, and I said it ain't gonna work. All right, so it wasn't a good purple and white and black just didn't go right with your boy. No, I'll just tease y'all, Furman. I love y'all.
I'm gonna hook you up. I got you.
I can't wait to get it. I'm gonna wear it loud and proud. I promise you. But check this out. If this is your first time joining our channel or checking us out, we first and foremost want to say thank you. It means a lot to us for you to come. We know that there's a million of everybody named Mama wanted to start podcasting when COVID hit, but you're checking us out, so that means a lot. But we do have to ask you one quick favor because we part of everybody named Mama in them, and we need you to help us to grow this show. We need you to help us to keep this awesome momentum of 2022 and allow us to tell these amazing stories of African-American female coaches like the one we got here today. And on the count of three, in Sports Life Talk tradition, we need you to smash that subscribe button. Can y'all do that? Can Furman rock with me like that?
We got it.
Hey, absolutely. Coach tell you to do it, you better do it. You better do it. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Hey, welcome to the Sports Life Talk family. Hey, we got over 250 episodes of Sports Life Talk. You got next. So enjoy this one, enjoy the next one, and go back and check out the archives. I promise you, it's something enough for everybody. But Coach, now backstage, you said you were somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of different diversities in your music collection, but it's time for us to put you in the Sports Life Talk initiation. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. I think I'm ready. But it's just gonna come to me.
All right, Coach. To initiate you into the SLT family, you're gonna give us your top 5 music artists.
Number 1, Beyonce, all day, every day. You know,
Beyonce all on their mouth like liquor.
Why is that the first one you always come in with?
It's automatic.
What's the first one you go to, Kevin? What's your Beyonce?
It ain't that one, man. I probably go. Not that song. It's
It's
just
because she say Beyonce, man. Never mind.
So let's see. Beyonce is all day, every day. Now I'm gonna be all over the place. I'm just gonna warn you now. Okay?
We love it. Let's go.
So I love Whitney Houston.
I ain't gonna say nothing, Whitney. Last I got blew out by the coach at what coach that was that made fun of me for singing Whitney.
Coach Gillen. Yeah,
Coach Gillen. So I ain't gonna do it.
I don't know.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Next. I believe the children. No, just
you went with that one. Okay, that's a classic. Then we're gonna go on the gospel side. I love Travis Green.
I like Travis Green too. Okay.
Travis Green. Okay. Head coach brought it up. I love Prince. Huge Prince fan. Yes. Just a subtle Prince. Oh, my last one can go in so many different directions, but I'm going to bring it back to when I was little and I knew every dance move and I had the red and black jacket and the glove and the infamous Michael Jackson.
You know what? I'm gonna give you one more. If you got one more, Prince and Mike really don't.
And Whitney.
And Whitney.
They like. I mean, they like the Mount Rushmore. Like those are not even.
It is. I got all. And go ahead and put Beyonce up there. She going. She coming.
She gonna get there. Don't get me wrong, Beyonce. Right, we carving it out. We chiseling it out right now. She ain't there yet. But she gonna be there, you know what I'm saying? She shut down the Superdome for the Super Bowl. So Beyonce got a lot of love coming my way. But what you giving to Kevin? Come on, man.
Well, you know, B. Jones, I always say you gotta give her 5, and you gotta give her 1 for the Lord, because she gave us some gospel. So come on.
There we go.
I'm about to go listen to some Prince. Well, no, I gotta watch the Cowboys soon. I'll probably be drinking or something. Hold up, Coach. All right, so speaking of favorite teams, Coach, give us some of your favorite sports teams.
Here's the crazy thing now. You know, I am a huge college sports fan.
Okay.
So I love like college sports. So I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit of a conflict of interest, but I have it's weird. All of my friends know I have a coaching crush on Nick Saban, just how he is as a leader and how he, you know, that man just demands excellence at all times.
He does.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. I know.
We know that he's getting worse.
Yeah, we know.
I know. I'm sorry.
We know that he's the greatest college coach ever.
Yep.
But he's always acting funny when other people are trying to do something. Like kids are trying to get money now, and then what did he do? Like a week later, went out there and signed like a 7-year, $94 million, $194 million contract.
He gonna get his too.
Hey, and then went and did an Aflac commercial.
With Dion, after him and Dion had beat.
With Dion.
Hey, y'all quiet as kept. Dion smart about that though, ain't he?
Dion is a mastermind. He is a mastermind. He is changing the face of college athletics. I don't care, not just football, but college athletics.
So if it's a Saturday morning, you watching Alabama, or Saturday period, you watching Alabama play football.
I'm watching college football. Like all
See, I love that, Coach Carson. I ain't gonna even lie. I dig that.
Now, y'all know my background. I have 3 older brothers. So all I did was just watch sports, and they kind of just initiated me with sports, and they played football, and here I am. I love college football. My husband played college football, and I just, I don't know, I just love some college football. I love college sports because I feel like it's still really pure, and you know, and the game, like they're playing hard, and NBA is tough for me because I don't know how we get to the pinnacle and you can run with the ball. I don't know how you can do that.
Not play defense and just do everything.
Oh yeah, it kills me. The new traveling is crazy.
So I struggle with that. I'm gonna say it's tough. I do like Alabama just because I like I like how year after year it's just the same. It doesn't matter. Yep. It's the same result. It's the same expectation. I love that. I love that how you can just build a program and one person is not bigger than the whole thing. I just love everything that's made up of. Let's see. Gosh, I got to give a shout out to the Las Vegas Aces because my girl Nikki Fargas took over as president, and they just won the whole thing. And I just, so I got to give a shout out to one of them being the top, sports teams. I'm not a big NFL fan because There's too much fighting in my house, so I know, like it's just too much. My husband is I guess now a Commanders fan.
Okay, all
My
right.
mom is a Dallas Cowboy. My mom is from Texas, so my mom is a Dallas Cowboys fan. My brother is a Detroit Lions fan. Don't ask me.
Ooh,
I don't know.
pray for him.
I have no clue because we ain't never even been in Detroit. So amen. So I stay away from professional football. I am a LeBron fan, so wherever LeBron is, I like that team.
All right, Coach.
I was never a big Lakers fan, but I was a LeBron's fan. So I have more like people that I cheer for, and if they move, I move, kind of thing. So I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
And tell moms, tell mom great choice. Great choice.
Yes. Oh, my brother's diehard Dallas Cowboy. Like it doesn't make sense for somebody to be like that. That's my brother.
So he don't want to tearing up his TV every January.
Extreme. Yes.
You're probably tearing up tonight. All right. So who's your favorite superhero and why?
I like Catwoman because I just feel like she's real like chill, but she's powerful. You know, like she just walks into the situation. She never makes a big entrance. She's just there, and then she handles her business and she rolls.
Tell the truth, Coach. It's the stilettos. That's what it really is.
That helps. She always looks now. She's always on point too.
Hey, and fighting them joints. She don't superhero that fighting in 6-inch heels.
Just chilling. She don't even have a sweat. You know, ever since Hallie rocked that role, I think we all good.
Just saying that name brought a smile to my face, Coach.
See what it is? Automatically, everyone, like, you can't picture Catwoman anymore without Halle Berry. You can't.
What are we talking about?
You're welcome.
Right,
You're welcome.
Thank you. Since every good superhero, I don't know if she's a superhero, but since every good superhero needs their own theme music, what would your theme song be?
Well, going back to Beyonce, the song Freedom.
Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can see.
That song is powerful. That's like my recruiting song. So when I'm driving and I got a nice recruiting car, like I had a big Challenger one year and I was pushing in Nashville. That song was on blast.
I can see Halle Berry dancing to that. All right. So on behalf of the SLT Nation, we want to welcome you to our family, Coach. So B. Jones, please take it away, brother.
Coach, welcome to the family. How are you tonight? I just love the energy that you projected right now. I'm so excited.
I'm just giving it back. I love being a part of this. So thanks for having me. I'm very honored.
We're so excited to have you. So let's take this thing back to Virginia now, because you're a coach, and we talked to a lot of different coaches. Everybody had their own path, but you always got a unique little twang to it, a unique little paprika, some smoked paprika on this story. Because you was a baller. Now you could get buckets. You could put the ball in the hoop. Tell us a little bit about coming up in Woodbridge, Virginia, in your hooping days.
Yeah, I was okay. The crazy thing is I'm a military brat, so we call Woodbridge home because that's where I went to high school. But I was born in Fort Knox, Kentucky, and then moved to Jackson, Mississippi, and then we were in Fort Irwin, California, Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. So I've moved.
I've been to Fort Leavenworth. Yeah. My friend was stationed there.
I was gonna say
no. My friend was stationed there. He's an MP.
Okay.
So yeah, I wouldn't hung out with him. Yeah, it was for the right reasons. Thank goodness.
Because the other reason is that you're in that federal penitentiary right there.
I know, right?
Yeah, so I have the privilege of living in two places. There's only, I think, 3 or 4 federal penitentiaries, and I lived in 2 of the cities, so it's crazy. But yeah, like I said, I have 3 older brothers. My dad retired as a colonel in the military. He retired, and he is born and bred. He is a military man, and then he unretired and went back to doing the same thing he did in the military, and he still works at the Pentagon to this day. So he's just been a tremendous role model for me. Coming from Barnwell, South Carolina, he went to South Carolina State. Grew up in a family that didn't have much. He had a ton of siblings, lost his mom early, And now he has 5 master's degrees, a colonel in the military, black man.
Wow.
That's, it's just kind of, yeah. So that's kind of, and my mom is a Texas woman. She went to Texas Southern, and so I got
both
2
your
parents
peoples
that
went
are
to HBCU. Yeah, both your dad and your mom went to HBCU.
Yeah,
okay.
2 different sides. And so, and my mom is that one that just is always, you gotta be better, you gotta be better, you gotta be better, you gotta be strong. She was like my first coach. I just wanted to try to play everything. I played tennis, I played softball, I played soccer, volleyball. I played everything. And my mom was my coach for half of those things. And she, like I said, I have 3 older brothers, so I was her own little shot of estrogen running around the house. And, but she's the one that's always stand tall, shoulders back, and you control the room, you run the room, and you always just try to dominate every scenario. So I kind of just had that. Blessed to, play basketball all over the country and settle down at Furman University. And I have no idea how. Like I had some great choices of playing the Pac, 10 at the time, but 12 and Ivy League, and Furman somehow just was speaking to me. And they, at the time, they were not very good. They were in last place. The gym was small. I don't know, and that's just where I ended up. So had a great career there, and just
yes, you did. So let's talk about this career before we start talking about the coaching, because I know some young lady gonna be like, she couldn't have been all that. But let's break this thing down. You were 2nd in points in history of the school. You were 4th in points per game. You were 3rd in rebounds. You were 7th in rebounds per game. 4th in blocks. And you dropped 37 points against Middle Tennessee State in your junior year, and 724 career free throws, ranks as the program standard. So that's number 1. So you was a do it all type of player. You got it in at Furman.
Yeah. You know what I was?
She said, yeah.
I was not flashy at all. I was a workhorse. And I was probably a little deceiving, because I was this little girly thing, as everybody would say, but I just believed every rebound was mine. Like, if I didn't rebound, I probably had 20 points in college, because everything was just about, getting a board. Like, I didn't see anybody else. I just went and got the ball. And so I was an offensive rebounding machine that, 5'11", 6 foot, 140 pounds. Like, I just went and got the ball, and I just worked harder than a lot of people. So that was my claim to fame. I just outworked people. And so, and I tease my player all the time. She had her COVID year, so she dropped me down in a couple of my stats, and I'm a little mad at it. It took her 5 years. So all my stuff is in 4 years. So Tierra Hodges, if you're watching, I'm still a little bitter. You passed me by in 5 years, though, but.
Yeah, that's messed up. That's messed up. They got that COVID year. So Coach, now, so how did you transition into coaching? Because you got a long history of coaching. I put, we put 13 seasons down here, but that's 13 seasons at Furman. You did some coaching before you went back home. Let's talk about the journey that led you to the point where you were able to return back to your alma mater.
Well, it's crazy, because I was pre-med at Furman. So I had an amazing career, and I had the opportunity to play in Belgium and Israel, and loved it. And so my agent was like, hey, after I left Israel, which was crazy, because I went to Israel 4 months after 9/11. And so it was just a very volatile time. And I'm just the type of person that likes to organize. I like to come home, know I have medical insurance, and just started, stuff like that. So the pro life, as much as I love playing basketball, and it just the longevity of it wasn't for me. I wanted to know what was next, and start my career. And my agent's like, hey, I got you a deal in Russia. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to Russia. That's a sign that it's time to go on. So, Russia did not sound good to me, and
it don't sound good right now neither.
It still doesn't.
Yeah, right now it ain't never sound good.
Exactly. So I started working. I went back home, and I stayed with my mom and dad, and I started working to get my hours to go to PA school. So I was either going to go to med school or PA school. And then I started training, and I also worked at as a personal trainer. So I was training, and I started training one female, and she played AAU for Fairfax Stars, which is a Nike program in Northern Virginia. And she's like, hey, you want to help coach our team? And So I did that. And then my assistant coach at Furman at the time, he had moved on and he became the assistant coach at UVA. And his name is Tim Taylor. And he's actually the head coach at Navy now. And he said, hey, you need to coach in college. And I said, nah, coach, I'm good. I have zero desire to coach. He's like, you have a mind for it. You just everything about you. I got your interview at Bucknell. I said, coach. He's like, no, I mean, he'd already whipped it all up. And he's like, I got you an interview. Just take the interview, see what you think of it, and we'll go from there. But you need to coach. And so I went on the interview, and the rest is history. That was about 20 years ago, I guess.
So you got your first interview, first job?
First job, first interview.
Wow, yep. Wow. That's a blessing.
Didn't know her. Like I said, it was in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, where the other federal penitentiary is. So here I am.
So you ran out of convicts and hope. You ought to start hoping in convicts
I got
program.
letters. It was crazy. I got letters from inmates all the time. It was really weird.
What made you decide to go back to Furman? How did all that fall into place?
Well, let's see. I had 2 years at Bucknell, and then Kenny Brooks, who was at James Madison, called, which was about an hour and 45 minutes from my house in Virginia. And he's just like, hey, I have an opening on my staff. I've seen you. You're the person who I want for the job. You want the job. So I went and interviewed, and I ended up going to James Madison for 5 years. And we were a powerhouse mid-major, just ranked in the top 25. We were beating up on Power 5 schools left and right, went to the NCAA tournament, I think 2 times, won the championship my last year. And it just, I was comfortable. I never really seek the next job. I just know the next job will come. I had turned down a ton of Power 5s. I just knew not to chase money. I knew the right situation was going to be there for me. I met my husband at James Madison. He played football at JMU. And now he has a really long title, Associate Athletic Director for Diversity, Academic Success and Diversity Excellence, or something like that. So it's a really long title, but it's at Furman. So we went to the NCAA tournament. We played Temple, and I walked back into the office at JMU, and my secretary was crying. I said, oh my God, what's wrong? What happened? She said, Furman just called. And she was upset. She's like, you're going to leave. And I left.
Dang.
So at the time, I had an amazing experience at Furman, and unfortunately, they were just in a little bit of a rut, and they just hadn't turned around, and everyone kept telling me it was a bad job, and I said, it's not a bad job. And
you ain't never knew a bad job, have you?
No.
You kind of got that. I can overcome any type of situation.
That's what it is. It wasn't a bad job when I played there, and I didn't like people perceiving it as a bad job. So that was probably part of the reason. I had some other interviews that actually went on around the same time. That was probably a little bit better of a situation, but I wanted to be able to go back and make sure everybody knew this wasn't a bad job. So
wow.
So I had to build it back up.
Wow. Well, so it's time for me to talk about my first grievance with you, Coach. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Coach
Okay,
Carson.
I'm ready. Okay.
Does the name Ashley Johnson ring a bell?
Yes.
Why are you dipping into LSU to get assistant coaches?
Well, listen.
That's our coach. I need her to be back in Baton Rouge with Kim Mulkey here by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
No. Okay, so listen. This is why. Because remember, I love the Las Vegas Aces because my girl Nikki Fargas, who Ashley worked for. So when I had an opening on my staff, we have our women of color group. So our women of color group is not all, it's most of the Division I black female head coaches. And so during about a year ago is when I rolled off as the president. But before then, especially during COVID, I was the president of that group. So we were organizing Zooms and all types of things. Well, Ashley, when she was working for Nikki, was like, hey, I can help in whatever capacity you want. And I was like, perfect. I said, but you don't work for me. She's like, no, I can organize all these Zooms. So we were doing Zooms once a week with each other. And Ashley was always the one who organized the Zoom rooms and all that kind of stuff. And so when I had an opening, it was easy because she was like, hey, Coach, I want to get back in coaching. I was like, well, I feel like you've already worked for me. So, but we kept her in purple.
I know. Shout out to Ashley
She's
Johnson.
Phenomenal.
Shout out to Ashley Johnson. She dope though. All right, so now it's time for my second grievance. Now, Coach, I want everybody out there to look at this picture. Do y'all see the picture of Coach? When I tell y'all that I have seen every single sideline shot of Coach, and when I'm talking about bam, I'm talking about the cover of Jet magazine. I'm talking about she bringing it from head to toe. It ain't even a hair out of place. And Coach came on here with a bonnet on. I mean, not a bonnet. What is that?
Bonnet? I got my headband.
Your headband on, Coach. I wanted you to be cold today. No, I'll just messing with you, Coach. That was
People think I'm like that all the time. This is the everyday. I got my leggings on. I got my
I know, Coach.
But
Coach, you be doing it on the sideline. Why is it so important for you to carry yourself like that on that sideline? Why do you take it the extra effort to never show up to a game without your Cartiers on or your red bottoms on?
Okay, I got two reasons. Okay, here's the main reason. My mom is still very upset that I did not go to med school. And so I said, Mom, I'm gonna go take this job. And she's like, oh my God, no. So my mom is queen diva. I'm just princess. And then I have two daughters and they're just, in training. So and she's like, oh God, why do you want to do this coaching thing? And I was like, Mom, I'm just going to try it. And she said, okay, well, just don't look like a coach. I said, what does that mean? She's like, I don't know. Just don't look like a coach. Just be you. So that's like my ode to my mama. I'm still gonna be me, still gonna rock it, and people don't understand it, and I don't care. I'm just gonna be me on the sideline and own it. And my other reason is I just really love showing females that they can rock it on the sideline.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I want to show my players and any other player that's looking that you can be professional and crush it on the sideline. You don't have to be in the box like everybody else, So I want them to know what professionalism looks like at all times.
If that's what it's called, you are a professional at the highest. Your husband gonna send us a bad DM after this show, Kevin. All right,
so he understands.
That's the producer told me to do this. Nah. All right, so all right, Coach. So now this segues perfectly because backstage you were talking about an event you got coming up, and I know I'm running a little bit over, Kevin, but I gotta mention this event because it kind of goes with your energy, right? It kind of goes with the whole I bring it every single time, and I think the name of it's called Hoops for Heels or Hoops with Heels calls. Or tell us a little bit about Hoops and Heels. Tell us a little bit about Hoops and Heels.
Yeah, so I'm super excited. It is October 5th, and it's at it's in Greenville, South Carolina, and it's at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena, which is actually the same arena that the SEC Women's Tournament is in for the next, I think, 3 to 5 years. And it's the same arena that, for everyone who doesn't know about women's hoops, but there's 2 regionals this year. One regional is in Greenville, South Carolina, and the other regional is in Seattle, Washington. And we are the host of the Southern Conference, and Furman University in Greenville, and the arena is the host for the Sweet 16, the Elite 8 for women's basketball this year. And so it's in that arena, and it's a women's empowerment fundraising event, and it just started last year. And it started actually, 𝐥𝐤𝐿, who's the athletic director at UNC Asheville, who is a Furman alum, just an amazing woman. She calls me, she said, I want you to do an event to raise money for your program, and I want you to put your stamp on it, and I want you to call it Hoops and Heels because that fits you. And I was like, okay, Janet, that is what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. And she said, you find you a big name and you get it running. And I said, okay. And she said, I want you to get it running this year. And this was in August. And I was like, okay, Janet.
Yeah, really?
So I'm on so many NCAA committees and WBCA committees, and I had shared a lot of those committees with Muffet McGraw. And I called Muffet and I said, can you please do this for me? She said, sure, I'll be there. And it was phenomenal. So it's a big dinner. Women's empowerment. It was just phenomenal. Muffet was dropping nuggets that everybody in that room need to hear, male or female. So it's not just for females, but it was phenomenal. So Dawn Staley is our speaker this year. I figure, how do you go bigger from Muffet? Because Muffet is so phenomenal.
Yes.
That's the only way we can do it. So I think Dawn, that's probably one of my better recruiting efforts, is calling Dawn.
I know, right?
Yeah. I'm going to put this one up there. But she was just like, her schedule's crazy, and she made time for us, and I appreciate her. So October 5th, Greenville, South Carolina. Tickets still on sale. It's we're almost sold out, but I'm pretty proud of it. So,
Kevin, you got any questions for her? If not, I got one question for her.
No, man. You go ahead.
All right. So Coach, this is the last day. I want you to pitch the program. If I was sending my daughter to Furman, what am I to expect? Why would I send my daughter to Furman to come play for Coach Jackie Carson?
Well, the main thing that we preach in our program is, so if you see anything on our social media, everything about us, it says be distinct. We don't like to look like anyone else. We don't want to act like anyone else. Everything in our program, everything about us is going to stick out for the right reasons. And so with that, our program core values are in distinct. So you got discipline, integrity, selflessness, together, intensity, no excuses, commitment, trust. Like, you're going to get all of it. And that's how we live everything in life. So you're going to get excellence in the classroom. You're going to get excellence on the court. There's no excuses for coming up short. And we're going to look good and empower and travel and do things the right way. So you're going to be a pro one way or the other, on or off the court, as soon as you leave Furman University.
Do your girls dress like that too? They bring it. Wow.
We have a photo. So when we have a photo shoot, we bring in hair and makeup. We get it done. Like, and that's the other thing. I just love, my why in coaching is I love empowering people to do stuff that they didn't think they could do. And that's whether, having young Black females on the sidelines who had never seen a Black female coach, who had never seen, a woman dressed in stilettos, just whatever it is. A lot of times me and my husband will go somewhere and they'll be like, oh, that's Coach Carson. And then they'll come to the game and they're like, I thought it was your husband that was a coach. Nah, dude, that was me. So I just love empowering people to do stuff. So like our posters and everything have our girls in their uniform and getting after on the court, and then it's going to have them dressed up. Because I just want little girls. You can be whatever it is you want to be. If you want to look at more at the basketball side, look at that. If you want to look at the lady side, look at that. But you can be whatever. You can be both.
Well, you already empowered Kevin to wear all that purple today, so shout out to you, Coach. It is time to go to war. You ready? Yeah, shrug your shoulders, Playboy. Coach. Welcome to the championship rounds. This is the part of the show where Kevin and I, we turn on each other. You are now officially calling all the shots, all right? It's only 3 rounds. All right, but have you ever played a game called Would You Rather before?
I have not, so I'm excited.
Right. So it's very simple. Both hosts will present to you an option. You select one of those options. Whichever one you select, that host will gain a point. The first host to get 2 points, or the best out of 3, will win this episode of championship round. And the other one will probably be a little bit in tears. They're gonna cry, probably.
Okay, that's intense. Yeah, that's tough.
So I don't want to put no pressure on you. Please don't hurt Kevin's feelings that bad. All right, so Coach, round number 1. Kevin, you are the defending champ, sir.
No, I'm not. Last one.
Oh, really? Who would have thought?
I can tell you not used to winning. But you want to laugh.
Oh, my goodness. Who would have thought? All right, Coach, round number 1. Would you rather coach a player that became a coach, won a championship ring, and said, I did it all because I followed the Jackie Carson method, or
coach a player that became a Hall of Famer, and in their Hall of Fame speech tell you that they wouldn't have been here if it weren't for your guidance?
Ooh.
So basically,
coach the player with the Hall of Fame speech. They wouldn't have been there without their guidance. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, he watched
it. That was the wrong answer, Coach.
I'm
gonna give you another chance, though. We're gonna go to round 2.
Okay, I'm gonna bounce back.
No,
you could have had a coaching tree.
B. Jones, this is a Hall of Famer. You did that too. Please take that back.
Okay, I will.
Killing me.
All right, here we go. All right,
I'll be better.
Round number 2. Okay.
Would you rather have Nike give you your own clothing line where the proceeds go to multiple basketball scholarships in your name, or
get the Jackie Carson's Elite Basketball Camp by Adidas, and you get to travel around the world educating and influencing young ladies to play more basketball?
as much as it's gonna pain me to wear them 3 stripes, I'm gonna travel all over the world and influence. But that, oh goodness.
Oh!
But can I renegotiate the contract down the line?
Yeah. Well,
I gotta get back to Nike.
You want Nike?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go. We'll do it for Nike. We'll do it for Nike. All right. Okay. You want the camp to influence the young ladies, though, right?
I do.
All right. Cool.
I can't hate number 3. I can't hate on that one.
I don't know why I feel like I'm winning now. Now I'm feeling kind of bullish. All right, here we go. Round number 3 in the final round, Coach. Would you rather host a YouTube basketball pickup series where you get to interview professional athletes while playing basketball in the gyms that they grew up in? So you get to play one-on-one with Dwayne Wade in like his Pee-wee Pop-Warner gym. Or
Coach, you like food, right?
I do.
Food? Okay.
I do.
Would you rather host your own cooking show where you interview athletes and celebrities as they take you to their favorite places to eat in their hometowns?
This is a tough one.
Ooh, it's all right, too.
So interview them at their hometown gyms, or a cooking show where I'm interviewing them in their favorite restaurants in their hometowns?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to go with the hometown gyms.
And still heavyweight champion of the world, mouth of the South, B. Jones. Oh my goodness. Coach, it's so heavy. It's so heavy. We brought it. We did it. We did it together, Coach.
I feel like a little bit of a traitor. I went against all the purple. So,
I know. That's what I did. I wore the purple. Do you know who reached out to you, Coach? It wasn't B. Jones. It wasn't the mouth of the South. It was the head coach.
No.
Hey, B. Jones.
So sorry.
Do I have a time for a costume change so I go put the SLT colors on?
No, you sit there in your purple.
Okay.
And you understand. I'm a paladin. I'm a paladin at heart, though. I'm a paladin at heart, okay?
Yeah. But I will say, like, that was very tough because, like, I always say after my coaching career, I want to do, like, interviews and I want to be a TV personality. So, like, y'all tug. And I love food and traveling. So, y'all tug.
Yeah, you don't owe him anything, Coach. You don't owe him any excuses.
I feel she done a little bit, B. Jones. Look, I'm in purple. I look like Barney right now.
You look very royal.
Nah, that purple clean, Kevin. You look clean. So, all right, Coach. Well, the title of the show is Sports Life Talks. You got next. Everybody loving you. We love you. We following you now. We Furman Paladin fans. I can't wait for the season to tip off. And I'm going to watch you online. But tell us, what does the future hold for your 13th season and for you, Coach?
I'm just blessed to have another year. And, 13 years and not only your alma mater, but, in the athletic world, that is a long time
yes.
to be in one place. And so I'm grateful for, Furman University for still having me. And I just want to keep leading. I just want to keep empowering and getting this. I love my team. I enjoy them. I have 15 amazing young ladies that every day make me enjoy being their coach. So we're going to see, we lost in the championship game. We're going to see how we can bounce back from that. We have some ladies that are working hard. And so I'm just really proud to be here. But what's next for me is wherever these ladies take me. And I kind of like to bloom where I'm planted and we'll see what happens from there. So,
well, I'm gonna say this, Coach. I checked out the records, and a lot of times we don't talk a lot about the basketball because we want to talk about the woman, right? We want to let everybody know who you are and why you're so great. But from an X's and O's perspective, your program, like you said, you took it over, and it probably would have been considered a bad job by most. But you got that team up to 19 wins in multiple seasons. So you've been doing some major things. Like you said, you lost in the championship game. That's crazy. So.
Yeah, second time in 4 years. We're gonna jump that hoop. But like I said, last season we won more games than last season than we have in 22 years. So and we had fun doing it. And so that's it. the sad thing, it was 22 years ago is when I played. So we won more games than since I played.
You did when you was playing, right? Yeah.
Yes. And so, and playing is way easier than coaching. So I'm really blessed, and I'm just thankful. So.
All right, Coach. So do you have any shout outs you want to give?
I always shout out to my program, my assistant coaches, because none of this happens unless, they're beside me. And I've had some great assistant coaches that are now head coaches, and all across. I love all my players, from all the way from Bucknell to James Madison to my current players and the ones that I've been able to coach at Furman. My support system, my circle is amazing. And so my husband, and I have 2 little girls that I don't know if y'all seen them. They've been like, good night and good night over the top of the TV screen because they're getting ready to go to bed. And like I said, my husband, my parents, my brothers, and then just the circle of women that I talk to on a daily basis. It's a small circle, but it's powerful. So one of them I'm going to mention in a second because she needs to be on here. She needs to be on here. You're a rock star.
All right, Coach. So this is part of the show where you get a chance to call the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. Tell them my story. I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Coach, who are you giving your game ball to?
I am giving my game ball to Michelle Clark Hurd, who is the head coach at the University of Cincinnati for women's basketball. She is phenomenal. She's a champion. She's a Bearcat. She's about to lead that team to new heights. She's phenomenal. She's my sister in coaching, and she has helped me achieve the things that I have just simply by being just a light, the same thing she is to our players. So she's got next. She's up next.
And you said it's Coach Hurd or Coach Hearn?
Hurd. Michelle Clark Hurd. Like I heard.
All right.
Yes.
Michelle Clark, next. You already heard. You are next on Sports Life Talks. You got next. We will be reaching out to you very, very soon. We can't wait to meet you and have you on the show. But Coach Carson, oh my goodness. The necessary, the trailblazer, the energy, the pioneer, the glamorous diva.
I know. So we got to plan, so I got to get myself together. Like, we got to plan when I'm up so I can get, I'm going to
tell you what we're going to do, Coach. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to have you on like one of our live shows because me and KT, we go live every Wednesday night. We're going to have you on one of the lives and you're going to be able to show, you're going to be able to show them what's up.
Right after a game?
Yeah.
I'll be in that
mode. We're going to come fresh off the court. Y'all got to win, though. So let us know it's going to be a game that we know y'all going to win. So you're in a real good mood. So I don't want you on there. Mad guy Kevin running lines and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I
can't make him run. I can't make him. I already feel bad about what's happened tonight. So we have to.
Oh yeah, because he normally talk trash, but he love talking to the coaches. He love
you love talking more to the coaches.
I got a shoot out, coach. I dropped almost 2,000 points at Furman. You can't do nothing with her, man.
I didn't say I want to do anything with it, but Coach, if you have a jump shot, do you ever lose your jump shot?
No.
That's why I try to tell him.
No, well,
he tried to pick me against all I guess to play against him and act like I'm the one talking noise.
It's not going anywhere. Once you have it, you have it.
It's like riding the bike.
He's scared, though, Coach. He's scared. He's scared, Coach. He's scared. That's why you wearing all that purple.
Has this not happened before?
Oh, he got about 7 or 8 real games lined up. And we got a 2-on-2 game. we got a 2-on-2 game against some thugs. So
can I come?
Yeah, hey, we need a coach.
I don't want to participate. I want to commentate.
Yeah, we need a coach. No, we need you to shoot.
I want to commentate. No, this is too good to coach. I want to commentate like live action.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be horrible. Yeah, go ahead, Coach. We need you there.
Hey, you know who Megan Simmons is? You know Megan Simmons. She used to play at Tennessee. She was drafted in WBB. She goes skin KT.
No, I'm not.
Is that who the 2-on-2 is?
No.
Hey, no.
But Megan just dropped 56 points in a triple double overseas, so I'm definitely not playing against her. You know, Carly Samuelson and Katie Lou Samuelson.
Yes.
That's probably we probably had to play against him because of B. Jones. He was talking noise on Carly's episode.
Oh, wait you got to pick better battles.
Hey, we all right. We holding it down. We in the D. This is Texas. Your mama know about this down here.
I know. Y'all talk big in Texas.
Hey, we gonna hold it down. We're gonna hold it down. All right, Coach, you got next. You amazing. We can't wait to see the rest of your journey. Like I just shamelessly plugged, y'all come hang out with Kevin and I every Wednesday night, 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. We stream live at 8:00. It's on Twitter, it's on YouTube. If you smash that subscribe button and hit that bell notification, you'll get a first class ticket. All access backstage pass. It's a live show. It's full of commentary. You get to interact with us. That's right. Kevin and I, we don't do followers. We don't do fans. We do family members. And so come be a part of the SLT family and take advantage of sharing this episode to somebody. Please don't make me. Please, share this episode with somebody. Show some love because there's somebody out there that need to hear this. It's a little Nubian queen out there that need to hear this story about Coach Carson's, and I'm holding you personally responsible for getting this to her. All right, Kevin, what am I missing, man? Oh, you know what? Right now, if y'all want to look like Kevin and wear purple, we giving away Furman colored SLT t-shirts. Go to our IG page at SportsLifeTalk. Tag in 5 friends helping us to grow the show, and we're gonna send you a free t-shirt. It's just that simple. Just go to our IG page, pick this post, tag 5 friends in it, and we know what's up. We're gonna show you some love because, like I said, God has been good to us, and we want to keep it going, and we want to keep this momentum. And we need you. We need you, fam. So show us some love. Keep this thing going. And Kevin, I'm feeling. Can I pull my belt out? I'm just gonna let the rest of the show.
Oh no.
Go ahead, finish, Kevin. I'll let you close it out, sir.
Why don't you and your belt finish? That's terrible, dude. Why would you do that? That's kind of person you are.
That wasn't nice.
Yeah, hey, Coach. Even when I lose, I win because now we have a new family member. You're dope. You're a Hall of Famer. You're stylish.
Hall of Famer.
Whatever you need from us in Dallas, please let us know. We got your back, Coach.
Oh, because we coming to the Final Four there, so I'll be there.
Coach, we're gonna do something major.
We're already cooking up something. Don't even worry.
We're already cooking up something major, Coach. We're gonna have a blast. We're gonna have a blast. We need you to just bring Don Staley.
So I can model it.
We got you.
Bet.
Say less.
Say less. It was already, Coach. We got some gear coming your way. All right, Sports Life Talk Nation, we love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another because together we are better. And keep dreaming big because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
Go dance.
See what's crazy is I knew you had next because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Life Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Life Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next, it's a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like